This video is called Lie-Brary 2. The first Lie-Brary 1 is on the first AK Whitfield. It's about a library in Webster County, Kentucky. I like Webster County, Kentucky. A lot of nice folks there. I made some friends there. But there's this one blonde-headed lady that says she's a director.
Well, she might have blonde hair or brown hair. I don't know. Can't keep up with that.
That she's got it in for me because I exposed her on my first AK spying on my Word document as I was on a computer in Dixon. And because I use the computers, I guess, to expose the government. Anyway, listen close. This is from an experience in January of 2018.
I go to the Providence Library and I'm told that I'm barred. I hadn't been there in months.
I go to the Providence Library, not expecting any trouble, but God told me to click record. Listen close. I hadn't been there in months.
Now I am homeless in a wheelchair, living in my truck with no income.
Providence Library, January 24th, 2018. Edited for time. Strangers. Just peachy. How about y'all? Really? And that comes from her? Yeah. YouTube videos and recording without permission. Does she know that KRS you can record without somebody's knowledge? One person. That's what. But okay. I know. I will. Because that's discrimination.
Antichrists are always plotting something. I'm just telling you.
Now, they don't like it when you tell the truth on them. And that's just the truth right there. So, I wait a couple hours, let them think about what's going on, and I drive up to Dixon. And this is all edited for time. As soon as I pull up from the Dixon Library, I wave at the cameras. Well, as soon as I pulled up, they called the sheriff on me. He didn't get there until I was told by whoever this woman was that it was all right for me to be there. Now, the blonde-headed
The sheriff is a real nice man, by the way.
woman is the one that got on to me this last time. I'm going to tell you that story. Listen close. I'm told I was barred for body odor, but I wasn't homeless until March 7th, 2017. Prior to that, I had been going to the library, and I had been using deodorant and taking baths. I wasn't homeless yet. I had a place to live and a place to shower. Now, I asked Misty when she come around where I was sitting and spraying the floor if it was me. She said no, it was somebody just left. But she'd always come around with her aerosol can spraying everything. But she never told me it was me. If she had it, I would have done something else. I like Miss Misty.
But I don't trust her.
Listen close. So now the director tells me it was for my smell. Now you better not go to a library and talk to anybody, even if they talk to you first. Hi, director. Oh, hi. You got a cute lady I need to see. I was told by Miss that I was barred because of my script. Well, that's not exactly what it is, so you have the legal right to do that. The reason we had complaints on body odor at the branch, and she documented that you had brought in a deodorizer for that at one time. Well, she was spraying everything. Yeah, well, we didn't take it, but that's what that was for. But she didn't complain, that's a patient complaint. And we had a complaint about disturbing while you're on the computer, you were talking to the other people, and they had to come up and talk to us. That was back in April of 2016. We don't address anything until there's 3 different thing. So it's pretty structured out. Is what that is. But I was never told about it. But I'm telling you now, so that you know, you can come and use the library. That's fine. Okay. But if we get any more patron complaints, then I have to ask you for it. You have to be barred for a time, not completely, for a time period. That's our policy. Oh, okay. You get my breath. Well, she said it was because of my usage, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's my First Amendment right. Right. Yeah, it's like we could record you if we wanted to. Yeah, well, not in the library. You are. Video, but not audio. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I'm good to come in here. Sure. Okay. Thank you. Oh, excuse me, honey. Lie-Brary. Okay. So the lady that says she's the director, I thought the director had blonde hair, but this lady had brown hair. Anyway, comes out of the bathroom at the library in Dixon. She said that the complaint stems back to April 2016. Well,
if you do my AK Whitfield videos on YouTube, the first one, that's when my check was discontinued.
April 2016 is when my SSI was discontinued. I still had housing until March of 2017. Therefore, I still took a shower and took a bath. Okay? She said they had complaints that I stunk. Yeah, Webster County Libraries, if you stink, they can bar you. Now, people come in there all the time reeking of cigarette smell, reeking of alcohol.
Now, if you have a medical condition that makes you smell, don't come to the Webster County Library.
Now, I was never notified of any of this. And the last time I went to a Webster County Library was March the 7th, 2017. I wasn't told I was barred then. And she said to get complaints for patrons that I was talking to people on the computer. I think they made that up too. Because people talk to me all the time when I'm in there. Do I run up and complain? No. People would strike up conversations with me. Nobody ever said, shh, I'm busy. Now, when Misty said it was because of my YouTubes, Misty was telling the truth. Because I was looking her in the eye. Well, if you can't trust your Webster County director, or whoever she was that said she was the director and spoke to the sheriff, who can you trust? Yeah, that's right. As I was going back out to my truck to get something, the sheriff came in and she told him it was all right for me to be there. This was in January 2018. I hadn't been there since March 2017. The real reason is because I busted her out on a video, and you can see it here on YouTube, somebody, where she was spying, I believe, on my documents. Her name pops up. Aaron something. When I asked the librarian what it was, she goes to some off-the-wall explanation about a web page. No, it was on a Word page. So there you have it. In April of 2016, that's when my SSI discontinued. I wasn't homeless till March 2017. Now, at the library in Providence, Misty, real nice lady, would occasionally just start spraying air freshener everywhere. I mean everywhere. And I couldn't breathe. So yeah, I brought a little Hawaiian Renews It or something and set it up on her desk so they could smell that instead of spraying everything. Now my wheelchair might have smelled like something, but I asked her, is it me? And she said, no, it's somebody just left. I was never told that I had a smell issue. As I said, I was taking showers in at night before I go to bed, and I would visit them early in the morning. I had no reason to stink. Now, their carpets, their roof leaks, so the carpets could stink. Other patrons can stink. As a matter of fact, I do believe I asked Misty a few times, was it me? And she said, no, somebody just left. Now, the person that said she was the director, when I said, well, I was never told about it, she gets smart when I'm telling you now. So they wait till you get 3 strikes, and they just tell you you're barred. So I stunk. I was never told that I was just disrupting patrons. So, there you have it. Now, they can disrupt you and bother you, but you better not do it to them. Now, I put this on the shelf because I wasn't going to do nothing because people's been real nice. But the last month, next to last week in January 2019, this is what happens. I'm homeless in a wheelchair, freezing to death, and I leave the site where I was parked. I was so cold I couldn't pack up everything, and I left a few things behind. I intended to go back on where the site was. It has nothing to do with the library. It was county property, and clean it up.
And the sheriff didn't have a problem with it. He was very understanding that I couldn't get it picked up. God bless him.
I got distracted. I went to the library to get warm. As I was getting my wheelchair out, several of my personal items fell out of the truck. I just left them. Left it. I was going to come back when I got warmed up. So I go into the library, warm up, and I get on the computer for a while. Well, I forgot about the stuff out there on my truck. It fell off my truck. It was no big deal. Nobody said anything about it. It just fell off the back of my truck, and I had a bag on the side of my truck. Beside my truck. My personal items, not trash. Well, I got a donation, and someone went and got me something to eat, so I went out in the hall, and I was eating now. I put the remainder of what I ate in the trash can beside the water fountain.
It's on
and
video.
I left a couple of napkins on the table. Understand, I had been freezing all night. I think it was like 5 above 0 in my truck. So I go to the bathroom, the handicap stall, and I take off a pad, and I look for the trash can. And the trash can that is usually beside the sink is not there. So I lay it down beside the toilet. And I get up, finish my business, and I go out to wash my hands and everything up, and I don't see the trash can. Later, when I go back in there, I think I saw the trash can with water in it because they had it using it to catch water from a leaky
Roof.
So yeah, I left a pad behind and a couple of wipes. If I put it in the trash can, it would, I don't know. I was tired, exhausted, distracted. So then I go outside, after talking to somebody, I go outside and I start picking up stuff, my personal stuff, not trash, and putting it back in my truck because I got rested up enough, got some food in me. Then the blonde-headed lady from the library and a police officer come up screaming. She comes up screaming, "You're barred. You were told to pick up trash and you didn't do it." Didn't nobody tell me nothing. I tried to calmly explain to her that these were my personal items. I was cold. I tried to get in the library to get warm, but it's my opinion. God, excuse me for cussing, but she's a psycho bitch looking for a reason. All right? So, there you have it. So I leave. I go in and get my stuff by the computer and log off, and I leave. Well, a few days later, a lady come up to me when I was somewhere else and someone told me that Missy said that, sorry for the citation. I didn't get no citation because I didn't leave any trash outside the library.
I had left 2 napkins on the table, which on my way out or on my way in, I disposed of them, and I apologized to the cleaning lady for leaving that pad. But the trash can full of water wasn't where it was supposed to be.
It wasn't trash. It was my personal items. And I do believe if the policeman had his dash cam on, he kind of got where I was picking up my personal items. So I had put this library 2 on hold. But now I'm going to put it back on YouTube.
If I get a citation because the library lied on me again, yeah, this will go on.
It's just because of my YouTubes, because I'm telling the truth on these people. Now, I'm telling you the truth out there, people. Don't go into any of these libraries and talk to anybody about anything. Because I bet you're being audio recorded. That's my opinion.
Now, I like Miss Misty. I believe she needs to be the director instead of this blonde-headed lady that's pretty psychotic. That's my opinion.
Of course, I don't trust anybody nowadays.
Just yelling and wouldn't even listen to what I had to say. Yeah, I went back in, and on the way back in, I picked up them napkins and threw them in the trash can. Yeah, I left the pad beside the toilet because the trash can wasn't where it was supposed to be. It was picking up, scooted underneath the roof, the ceiling, where water was leaking. I was tired and distracted. Forgive me for that. But I did not deserve to be disrespected as she just yelling and screaming at me and being accusatory. And nobody told me to pick up anything. So, she just believes whatever anybody tells her at the Lie-Brary. I like Webster County. People have been really nice. And you need to know what's going on. So you good folks in Webster County, if you go to the library, don't you talk to anybody about your personal business.
Don't talk to nobody at all.
There's a real good chance they could be recording you. You better not pick your nose or scratch your butt because you're on camera. You better not talk to anybody next to you, even if they talk to you first. Shalom to the good folks.
Oh, yeah, one more thing. There's a lady who works at the Providence Library. She's a nice lady. I like her. But I mentioned something about, I said, you got some green in your eyes. She said, no, ma'am, I don't. Well, she got offended by me saying that. Then she supposedly, allegedly, told another lady that I said I didn't like people with green eyes. No, that's not what I said. I said I don't trust people with green in their eyes. So she got offended. They get offended easily, and they twist what you say. Well, her eyes about 3-4 months ago were blue. And now she has a little green in them and she gets upset. So what? Big deal. Yep. It's crazy out there, folks. You better wake up fast. No offense. No hard feelings toward them. But the good folks in Webster County, you need to know.